looking at? I've had a great morning. I woke up early to do a bit more on my band, and it's very nearly done. Nearly there. And I finished Uncle Paul, so I get to start a new book today. I need to get Lizzie to come and pick me one from my pile. I've had a bowl of granola and I've had 2 coffees. This is my favourite day of the year, so I'm going to get up and start enjoying it. Oh, it's Grandad Doug having a Christmas wash. That's it, Doug. I wonder if he's going to see Father Christmas tonight. I've seen him before. He has, Doug has. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but me and Lillian have come out for a Christmas Eve walk and to see if we can spot Father Christmas. We got a bit hot and bothered in the house. It's so blustery and I love it. I feel so Christmassy. There's loads of cars parked outside other people's houses and I keep seeing people go in with bags and bottles of wine. Oh, I just love it. This is where those shoes were, do you remember? I didn't show you her after I bathed, did I? You probably can't tell, but she's the softest, fluffiest dog in the world. I hope we get to go up the hill. No. The skies are doing that lovely thing again that they did last night. Oh, I'm so glad we came out for a walk, Lillian. It's lovely. Oh, I feel invigorated, full of energy. I like these little trees. In the spring, I'll come and show them to you. They're lovely when they've got blossom on them. The car is full to the brim with presents, children, James, big green fleece, and me. We're now going to see my mum to exchange presents. We normally go round there on Christmas Day, but we're not this year. We had a year off last year and we've decided to have another year off this year. That makes it sound bad, doesn't it? I don't mean it like that. What I mean is we're doing our own Christmas again this year. But we quite liked going to see them last year on Christmas Eve, so that's what we're now going to do. It's now starting to rain a little bit, isn't it? I don't think I've ever known it to rain on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Lizzie is beyond excited, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's lovely. We've got some good stuff recorded for when we get home. I don't know what we're going to have for tea though.
Freezing,
I've done it.
oh.
I've got to press it though. I'm not going to block it. Well, I am, but I'm not going to wet block it. I'm going to do what I will be wetting it actually. I'm going to wet it and then put it between wet tea towels as well. Just this bit, because the rest doesn't need doing. Can you see how nice and flat it's all sitting? It's just this bit, because when you're picking up well, I didn't pick up stitches, it was a knitted band that you then had to sew on, and I just sewed it on as I went along. But it's lovely. It's all sitting really, really nicely, so I don't need to block any of this at all. It's just the bands and the bit where it's been sewn on. But I really like it. Sorry, I'm looking at myself. Well, come on then, James. I've realised I've done a dreadful job of cutting my fringe. Can you see? Look. It's bad, isn't it? Come on.
It's alright.
Come on.
What's that? Come on.
Lillian is very, very, very soft. She's had a bath, haven't you? So, you be careful of that chair, that's nearly broken. We've come to talk to you about the results of our test. The chart never happened. We have got one more left to try. Shall we just try it? It's behind the The tin.
This?
Yeah. Oh,
Where you get that from?
we've got 2 more to try.
Oh,
Then.
this.
Yeah, we've got 2 more.
That one's not really.
Well, let's show it because I hate it. I think it's horrible. Have you had a bath already?
Yeah.
Blimey, that was quick. Come on then. Right. Very nice, Johnny. God, I love this cardigan, James. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look,
The back's the best bit.
I'll show you what I did notice. Look, can you see I've done that bit there, like that, and that bit there? Can you see the difference?
Slightly, but you'd never notice that.
And do you know what? If anyone ever did, I wouldn't have them in the house, because
You
what
don't have
sort
to
of
match
person
them,
would
you can
point
do what you
out
like.
something like that?
That tree's got different stuff to the one in there. The Christmas
Exactly,
tree.
they're 2 different trees. They've been decorated differently. That's a good point. This was the second one I did, so I made that bit up. I thought I knew what I was doing because I'd done it a few times on the back as well. Right, so we've got a couple more left. I'm not going to open this one because I don't like it. But listen.
They'll like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they can have that tonight. So we've got this M&M's one. Oh, it's awful, isn't it?
I don't mind it.
Yeah, but look at it. It's not very festive.
It's not got Father Christmas on.
But it is a it's supposed to be Father Christmas, but I don't like it at all to look at, do you? I've got to sort that out. I thought I'd done a good job of that fringe. Bit short, but I thought I'd done it well. Don't like it. So we've got this one though.
Hasn't got wrap in there, see?
Well, I can't even remember what
Where
we...
did you get it from?
Morrison's. Very few places
It's quite
have
sweet.
own brand. I knew it said paracetamol. You know I love paracetamol. Have look at the expiry date on that. I can't believe that. 2025 October.
You've got 2. Should we keep one? Test it for 2 years. We'll try it in October
We
2025.
could give that to your little niece, couldn't we? She'll like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, tomorrow.
Yeah, our little niece. Sorry. Don't like him, but he expires in 2024. But apparently this fella will be okay in October 2025. That's like those Christmas tea bags I've got in there. You know, I bulk bought those Yogi Christmas teas. They don't go off for years. Right, so we'll do this old fella here. I haven't got a pen or anything, James. It's a right shambles round here tonight. So, jolliness or
I
creepiness.
Think he's very jolly.
I love him, and he's even going like
I think
that.
it's good because he's got the colour on the chocolate rather than tinfoil.
You're getting into it now, aren't you? Listen at him. So I would say he's very jolly.
We've
So
not set this up very well because if I sit normally, it's all right.
that's
actually. I
not
quite
how
like it.
you
Well,
sit.
this is if I was to sit
When
normally.
have you ever sat like that? In the nearly 20 years I've known you, you've never sat like
sat
that
upright.
ever. You've never sat like
We're
that.
sat next
Apart
to each other. Look,
one time he sat like that.
this is you always
Just
say
think
we're the
about
same
it.
height. Look,
Of course I'm slouching back and being like a normal person. Think about it. When was the only time you've ever sat like that since I've known you?
I don't know.
One time he sat like that.
Oh, was it when we were on that ski lift?
Yes.
That horrible, really high thing you
Yeah.
made me go on.
When we went to watch Jeff Lynne, James booked us into a former prison, which they'd turned into a hotel. Didn't have a telly.
Floating prison.
When you went on the toilet, you had to shut the shower door or move the shower door to turn into the door.
Because it was a cell.
It was a cell.
I loved it.
And we were going to the O2, and we had to cross the river. Is that the Thames? And so we got in a ski lift, and you hated it, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if we've got a pen around here, James.
I know where there is one because I just used it.
Well, go and get a pen then, my darling. Yeah, he didn't like it, and he did sit bolt upright then, and his knuckles went white because he was holding on to it so much. Can't stop looking at this video.
People and point the camera at me.
I video called all the children and said, "Look at your dad." I didn't like it that much, but I would got excited because when we were getting in it, they were playing Jeff Lynne songs as we got in it, and that made me.
I was too scared.
They played Mama Bell. I loved that day. It was one of the best days of my life, that was, James. It was. I went to Loop in London and we...
Loop? What's that?
That wool shop, that really expensive wool shop where it was like 50 quid for...
Was it down a little alley?
You found it really easily. And then we had very expensive hamburgers somewhere, didn't we? Right. Jolliness / creepiness. Very jolly. I think he deserves a 5 for that because look at his beautiful face. The next category is festiveness of colours and design. I like it. It's got red chocolate and it's got white chocolate, and as you can see, milk chocolate. So I will give him for festiveness of colour and design. Why are we going by packaging though? Because that's what we've judged all the others by. Judge a book by its cover.
So hard.
What?
So hard, I don't know what to do.
He's even got dark chocolate eyes.
Festiveness, is that a word? Festiveness.
I don't know. People will know what I mean by it though. You know what I mean, don't you? Like this cardigan, it would score possibly 10 out of 10 for festiveness, wouldn't it?
Let me read what you wrote down here. Festiveness, colour and design.
So how you come you're now getting into it on the last day?
The colours are that nice Christmas red and green, and
he's lovely.
It's Father Christmas.
Yeah,
it
and
can't be any more festive.
And he's got a red hat. I'm going to give him a 4. Because the outside is rubbish. But he makes it for me. Come on, what would you say?
Yeah, a 4 as well. I agree.
And if we were going by sell-by date...
10.
Right, next criteria, James, is engraving appearance.
Brilliant.
It's brilliant, yeah, but we've got to look at the back. Oh my goodness. Oh, he smells lovely. He smells like...
There's some Easter eggs or something.
Well, they put more effort in on the front. Look at my lovely nails, James. You like chip nail varnish though, don't you? Than they did on the back. He's got a giant sack again, hasn't he? Right, I'm going to give him a 4 again, I think, for engraving, because that's good, that is. And they've made the effort of putting different coloured chocolate on. What about you, James?
I think it's good.
He's lovely, isn't he?
Yeah.
So what are you going to give it?
One annoying bit.
What?
It's really nothing.
What?
You can see his thumb on his mittens there, and that one they've just cut in.
You can't mark him down because he ain't got a thumb, darling.
Yeah, this is just too big.
That's not where his thumb would be. His thumb would be underneath the sack, because that's what he's holding on to. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yes, good then. 4.
Right, now I'm afraid we're going to have to break him, and it's a bit of a shame because he's so lovely. Thickness.
I knew that was going to
Oh, bloody hell.
This way. There's chocolate everywhere.
Oh, not very thick.
You shop chocolate everywhere.
Well, I'll pick it up in a minute. Don't worry.
The animals don't like chocolate.
Lillian is over there.
She wouldn't eat it anyway.
The only thing, they're not interested in anything sweet apart from biscuits. And that's Lillian. But other than that, they just want stuff that they can eat themselves, don't they? Like sausages and ham. Oh, she must be tired. It's not very thick.
It's nice though.
But if right, I'm gonna have to give it a 2 for thickness because it shattered like a bauble. What about you?
That bit's quite thick. 3. That bit's alright. Don't ask if you don't want to know.
I don't know how you can go from like, I don't know,
You
to
can see the end. They're like the end of the tunnel.
you're like a fireworks display. All the enthusiasm at the end. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Taste. I like it, James.
Well, might be my favourite one so far. What was number 3? What was the third one we did?
What? No, they're not in order. That's the TK Maxx one. That's the first one.
What did you just call it? TK Maxx was it's impossible to find. Did it not have that a make on
It did, but it had. I couldn't remember what the brand was. It was the only one they had in TK Maxx. Right, I'm giving it a 4 for taste. What about you, James?
What have I scored the other ones?
One Below was a 4. Lint was a 1. Cadbury's a 4. M&S a 4. TK Maxx a 2.
That's my favourite one, so probably 5.
Oh, blimey. We've got a, what do they call them? A late runner? No. What do you call them? You know what I mean?
A late runner, right?
No. It's not a late runner. It's some contender.
No.
James, we've got one
This is
last.
riveting.
We've got one last thing to mark it on. Is there a matching reindeer? What can you see over there?
Is that what that is?
Go and get
I
him.
thought that was a Mrs. Claus.
No, darling. And you're not going to believe this, everybody. There was even a matching elf.
That's pretty cool.
And he's lovely. Isn't he beautiful?
Late bloomer?
No, that's something bad, isn't it?
That's not.
That I think that's bad.
Well, I've heard it in garden, so.
I think it means when girls don't get boobs.
Ah!
Doesn't it?
Not when I'm saying it. It doesn't.
I think it does.
Late contender? Oh, it's going to drive me.
What about when we were trying to work out what that shop was? I still think about that to this day. Lizzie asked us what shop was in town before the shop that's in it now. Oh, we don't know. I've had my friend Peter, but he went too far back. And I had to say to him, however old do you think I am? My dad got involved. James had to join a Facebook history group, a local one. We still don't know. We shouldn't have brought that up, actually. We've had books from the library. We still don't know. So we get an extra point for a reindeer. Late. I'm sure it's contender.
No, it's not, because it means like coming from the back of the pack and running to the front in horse races. What would you call that? Nobody cares. Should we talk about it later?
I'm going to have to stop it and look it up. We don't know. I don't even know what to put into Google, but I'll tell you what not to put into Google, what he put in. I got Blade Runner come up when I put stuff in. I don't know. Well, I'll have a look at the results. What did you put in that time? I'm going to add up the results and then I'll get back to you. We still don't know what it is. James has just watched a horse racing video as well, in the hope, oh, I keep getting messages, in the hope that the commentator would say, from the back, no.
I don't know. It'll come to me in the middle of the night and I'll wake you up and tell you.
Just as I drift off, he usually goes, now what would you say to me last night? You went, is there anything I can do for you?
What?
Just as I was about to drop off, he always does it. He goes to sleep first and I start reading, and then I turn the light off when I can just feel myself dropping off.
Which wakes me up.
Yeah, which wakes him up, and then he usually says something ridiculous. And last night it was, is there anything you need me help with, or something like that? Something stupid.
We must be talking
something
about Christmas.
Daft. We weren't, darling. It was something daft. Right, so in last place, one below with 26.8. In my chart is very difficult to read. Next is TK Maxx with a score of 29. Next is Lint with a score of 30. We've only done that many. We haven't done very many, have we? Oh. Next is Marks and Spencer's with a score of 33, followed closely by Cadbury's with a score of 36.1. But the winner is tonight's.
Do you think that's just because we're in a good mood because it's Christmas Eve?
Well, you are, aren't you? We love it, don't we? We love it. You love it especially, don't you? You love it. Was 41, and that's Morrison's. And I like it. So
It's the only one we've eaten.
if you're going to be shopping for, oh hang on, extreme battery saver, if you want to get a Christmas Santa, you probably won't now and it's a bit late, but
We
next
can,
year,
it'll last.
yeah, pick them up in the sale, everybody. They last till 2025. I don't believe that.
Let's keep this and find out.
We'll keep this one, we'll put it away with the Christmas things, and we'll let you know next year
Put it in a tin, like
what it's like.
can I open that tin?
Oh yeah, we've done the Christmas room before. James has opened up a tin and has had last year's mince pies in it. As he's in her Christmas pyjamas. We'll keep him, and I'll tell you what, I think they were about £1 these were as well.
Oh, nice.
And there's an elf. Get them if you see them in the sale and keep them for next year. That's my advice. 3rd of October, I don't believe a word of it, but we'll see. Be a time capsule like they used to on Blue Peter. Do you remember then?
Yeah.
Ah, you look lovely. Right, I'm gonna excuse you then, James. Are you gonna say Happy Christmas to everybody?
Yeah, Merry
Come
Christmas. On then. No.
Say a Happy Christmas to everybody. Go on, just once.
No, because Meg's watching.
Meg doesn't mind.
Meg, come say Merry Christmas.
Come on, because
you're
you're
never
never
on.
so pretty. Here's lovely Meg.
You'll have to move over.
Oh, isn't she lovely?
Right,
Right.
we're going. Merry Christmas.
Come on. We
No.
wish you a Merry
Come on.
Christmas. Ian, come on. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is my favourite bit. We won't go until we've got some. Johnny will do it. No.
Yeah, well.
Don't know if you can hear Ian. He's snoring. Me and James have already exchanged our gifts. I'll just show you the t-shirt I got him. Do you remember last year? Well, if you watched, you would have seen that I bought him a t-shirt. No, it was a jumper with Ian Beale from EastEnders on the front. And this year I got him the Pat Butcher t-shirt. Here she is. If you don't know who Pat Butcher is, she is a very famous lady from a British soap opera called EastEnders. That's the one that me and James watched together. I watch EastEnders with James, Emma Dow with Lizzie, and Coronation Street by myself. Yeah. I am going to go now, but I think most people are ending Vlogmas today, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it going until New Year's Eve like I normally do. You in your pyjamas? Like this, he's got a... You got wet hair. What are you eating? Have you got any sweets I could have? Good. I love sweets, don't I?
Yes.
And you do too. Oh, we've had a lovely day, haven't we? Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
I have been tracking Father Christmas. I didn't spot him in the sky when I went for a walk, but last time I looked, he is in Turkey. But that was about an hour ago, so he could be anywhere now, which is very, very exciting. Oh, never mind. Right, so I hope I'm not going to do... I don't think I'll do Vlogmas tomorrow. And but if I don't, I'll pick it up again on Boxing Day, which I love. I love Boxing Day. You like all the days, don't you? We're going to go shopping in Ely, aren't we?
Yeah.
Together. I can't wait. Rightio, everybody. I hope you have a lovely Christmas day.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Come on, let's... We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you... Come on, mate. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I was learning about you know, the... On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. I learnt that the opera singer, who I don't know whether he was given the job of putting the music to it, but so he could show off his voice, he did the 5 gold rings like that, so he could show off. That's the sort of thing I'd do, isn't it? I just thought we haven't finished the Christmas jigsaw, Liz. It's under this cover, isn't it? I'll have to sort that out. Right, I'm going to go. I will see you either tomorrow or in a few days.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. We started with his chin and we'll end with his chin. Lovely, isn't it?